But looking at the trading texture, it's definitely a pause, not a fall, but just a pause, even with the HDFC Bank weighing heavy on the indexes, Bajaj Finance not seeing a through to that big breakout yesterday. We're actually only flat. And that's a positive sign, right, Kunal?
Yeah, it's a positive sign. But I think as we discussed yesterday, that many of the indicators are getting into an overbought territory. So one has to start, taking in a lot of caution. And typically, what happens is, there are two different parallels of the markets. One is the index moves or the index trends, large cap names, and the other is the overall mid cap market or the tier 2 market. So even if the index remains overbought, the momentum would still continue by sheer inertia into the other space. But then once the index starts to scale down, lower on a consistent basis, that's where we see a certain knee-jerk reaction into the other spaces as well. So I think one has to start getting into a bit of a lighter position over here. You can maintain the long positions. We discussed the strategy yesterday that traders could look to trail the stop losses, whether it's on index, large cap names, on the mid cap peers, or start to look, start looking at the book profits, partial profits on every rise for the individual names. So I think that's a better strategy. Even if traders who are building onto long positions at current levels on, say, individual stocks purely based on momentum, the position weight has to be much lighter than what it was maybe a week back.
Okay, so the position is a bit lighter, but let's bring on Nooresh as well. Nooresh, if you just strip away the HDFC twins, the market is doing all right, right? And even within the FMCG pack, HUL is one stock that looks very strong to you. But what other than that?
So the whole FMCG pack looks interesting. We are looking at smaller names as well as some of the larger names showing good momentum. So for example, a Godrej Consumer has been in a slow and steady momentum, again trying to make a new fresh 52-week highs. Same is the case with the Dabur, which looks interesting. The short-term momentum is strong out here. Tata Consumer. So overall, FMCG as a pack looks very promising. Colgate has given a breakout today, a new 52-week high. But the best one seems to be Hindustan Unilever in the pack. And in the small cap, there is a Bajaj Consumer Care, which has given a breakout, which still looks interesting. So defensive trade, which could Unilever and a small cap like Bajaj Consumer.